What year is this that I'm finally holding Punker Dawn, Wave 7 of TMNT Ultimates? It was announced in 1975 and some fans thought it would never come out. Yet here I am, holding Punker Dawn in hand. Let's get to it and see if it was worth the wait. The packaging experience for Super 7 is very much in transition. Gone is the brown shipper box. This wave still has the slipcover, but the slipcover, enjoy this beautiful medallion while you can, because that will go away too. I think that's kind of a legacy thing, because this wave took so long to come out. They stuck with what was originally planned. But this display, I'll say it twice, I'll say it thrice, this display is one of the best in action figures. You have all the beautiful brick, with the bio, the graffiti, and this is just a gorgeous window display. They're showing everything off. I mean, it's a shame it's so big that it just doesn't really work at retail. Let's open up this Punker Dawn, the pierced punker of kickin' keyboards. The pierced punker of kickin' keyboards. That's a kudos to who's ever writing these. And there we go. One of my favorite things about Super 7 is they're not heavy on the ties. The tape is strong enough. Some still do the ties, but really everybody's going tieless. Don't waste all that plastic. This figure is just beautiful. The sculpt work, the details. He has a different kind of feel to it. I don't know, there's it feels like a more premium kind of rubbery jacket in the legs. Let's do a little, not a good sign, a little loosey-goosey on the legs. They're not like loose. And you can see, well, dropping him sure won't help. But let's just, ooh, I'm getting all sorts of carried away here. Look at that cool freaking, it's like a turtle necklace. The arms are nice and ratcheted. So as he's doing the full Townsend, just going over the articulation real quick here. Here's the bicep cut, single jointed elbows, standard hands. Of course, there's no ab crunch, and on him, ooh, this jacket. I wish, go buy this figure or find a friend who has it. And there's a really nice like thickness to the bottom. This jacket feels really good. It's actually molded to the same thing on the shell, but the jacket has a really nice flavor to it. The legs. So let's get into the legs. So Samurai Leo, his bad part was like the legs are going sideways. So that one's solid, but I have some. It's hard because you never know if it's loose or if it's just smoother than you're used to, you know? And especially coming off, I just opened Mondo Gecko from NECA. That guy's tight as hell. So it's like I have it in my brain. It's all mixed up maybe, but he's really nice on the knees. And then the legs, he's got the rocker and the swivelly thing, whatever that's called. These are ratcheted too. So that part, that ratchet is super sturdy. But it's this kind of, I don't know, I guess it's just like pegged in there. It's, again, it's not loose. It's not like flopping down. But I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. And let's see if you can do like a stand. Of course, balance is an issue. But if I'm holding it for him, it's fine. So the legs, and if I'm holding it on there. So I don't know. It's not loose. Maybe it's just in my head. Take that back. I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Is smoothness, looseness? That's the question I'm asking to you. Do you prefer extra stiffness? Like, you certainly don't have to heat this boy up, I don't think. Whoa, look at... I think I have his shoulder turned. I think that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, just look at this guy. The details on, like, the pants. You can see, like, the seam on the jeans. The jacket he's painted. Ooh, look at that turtle chest, the D on the Dawn, the mohawk. Okay, I could go nuts over Dawn forever. Let's check out the accessories. We have a variety of heads, 2 heads. You have spiky punk Dawn. Now this one, this isn't from your childhood, right? This is all new. He's got that tongue. I love when Super 7 does a good old tongue, right? And I love, there's also like a texturing to the sculpt of the bandana. That's really nice. Painted teeth. The second one, he's got, I don't know, rocker goggles. They're a little spiky themselves. He's got the mohawk, the yellow mohawk to match his other one. Open mouth teeth. Look at the depth to that. There's something about Super 7 sculpts that just hit. They just hit. So I don't know all who was involved in this, but y'all did an amazing job. That's why I would love to see credits on the packaging. I just have to like mistag everybody as I see fit. Mold it in there really well. That is dope. I saw someone, they left a comment saying like, you know, keytars weren't part of the punk scene. That's the most unpunk shit ever. Punk is whatever the fuck you want it to be. So if you want to play a keytar in your punk band, fucking go for it. And it even seems like this has been like taped together. It almost seems like Donatello made it out of popsicle sticks. But that's rad. It has the strap. This one, his strap, they put it on for you. Leo's, you had to put on the guitar. But so that's cool. And the keys, the ivories, I believe if you knew the notes, those would all be there. You got some buttons, some sliders. Leo has a microphone stand. Leo's is unpainted. It's just kind of like the blue and then a thing. But like Donnie's has some nice chrome on it. Ooh, so cool. So cool. And it's so awesome they thought of giving you the stand. Because like Mondo over there, NECA just gives you the microphone and you can't put it in a stand so you can't play. You do have to... Oh. And it articulates so you can get that position right. You can't change the size of it. As it's basically also almost functions as like another bow staff, though you can't take the base off. But that's a sweet stand. Look at him there. He's singing his heart out. We have a bunch of hands. So you have the pointy finger hand. That's always a good one. You have the grabby hand. That's for the keytar, I believe. You have a fist hand. And then you have like a gloved fist hand, like a rhinestone glove, open hand. And then you get a... This is freaking awesome. You get a double pointer finger hand. Look at that. Look at him double pointing to the skies. This guy's a boss. That rhinestone glove is just freaking beautiful. Then we have the back tray. So you have... Is this just like a chain for his wallet? I don't know. We'll have to circle back to that. You get... This is delightful. You get a freaking... Look at that tuning fork. Do you have to tune a keytar? I don't know. I guess he's... The rest of the band, Leo's guitar. There will be some tuning. A freaking vinyl record. Look how sweet that is. No label. It's just unlabeled, but that's so rad. Oh my god. That's a bow staff, but it's also a freaking flute. It's some kind of bassoon. I don't know what a bassoon is. I'm just randling this shit off. That's a big flute. That is so fucking clever. They really amped up the musicality on this one all the way to nth degree. So let's get him all together. Mondo and Leo, they've been waiting for Donnie to get back and start the band, let alone Mikey and God forbid Raph. Who knows where Raph is? Hopefully he's coming along. But when you put the accessories all together, you really get such a great view of this figure. And you can see Super 7, they're just packing in all the awesome stuff. Super 7 season. It's Super 7 season. Not only do I got Robotic Bebop on deck, I got Triceraton on deck, and then coming in the mail, Warrior Metalhead Mikey, and then freaking Guerilla Gorilla. I can't wait. Go ahead, smash that like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know if you're hyped, what figure you want to see. You don't want to miss these. Donnie is great. Donnie is freaking... And I wish I had the Donnie figure as a kid, the Playmates one. I don't know where it is. It's busted. It's tossed in a box somewhere. You think I would have held on to it? Somehow it slipped away, kind of like Rocker Leo. I think Rocker Leo is also busted. But it's a fabulous rendition. So let's do a good old head pop. Let's test out the head popiosity. Oh, what is it? And then we got the chain. Hold on, I think I got the chain caught in it. That's a really nice chain, by the way. This chain, the turtle chain comes off the turtle necklace. So you can just look at it there. I have noticed, is that on? You're waiting to hear like a pop sound, but I'm not hearing there. I think this is my favorite head. This is the one that you want Donnie to just rock and roll out to, you know, as we slip on. Let's slip on that freaking keytar. I think we need to switch to his bigger keytar holding hand. So he's holding it there, kind of a looser grip, but it's not bad. I prefer that to it just being like too tight. Does he have... I guess this is like a piano playing keytar hand, isn't it? As we see him rattling off some tunes. Put that in there. Ooh, that's a long... It's a long peg, but it's a good one. This is where, you know, some double jointed would be nice. Double joint, the turtles don't always take advantage of it, but I am finding it just slightly hard. Because you want the keytar, like he's holding the keytar. Like you can get the arm back, but I want it. There's nothing to close that gap, right? And then if I do focus on getting it in the hand, if you do a little... Yeah, there's something about the fit on Donnie. It's just like, it doesn't... I'm not satisfied. It doesn't look like he's actually, like, hitting the keys. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's cool. And you can get kind of like the rockabilly. Yeah, I do think... Yeah, so here's the test on the leg looseness. So again, it's only the peg that goes into the hip that I'm positing is loose. So if we have here, and don't get me wrong, this is a big piece of turtle meat, so that's some heaviness. But if I'm holding by the leg and I let go, you can see it bends over, right? Not the other way. Like it can still, I don't know. I guess this is where some like kiki loose joints can work, where you just want to thicken that in there, because it's a good hip and it's not too wiggly. It's just like the peg inside. I want more stiffness there. So like if we do like a more leany back pose, can he hold that? If I hold on to him. Oop, hold on. I gotta. Because I don't have the like a stand here with me. So yeah, I mean he can do that. So it's, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's a looseness that doesn't matter. Because how often are you like really hinging the weight on the leg? Because usually they'll be positioned on the leg, but it's there. So I know people fear Super 7 looseness, and historically it's been warranted. So that's a pretty good pose. I guess, I don't know, I wanted the hands to like be touching directly on the keytar, but this one he's like going to play it, so your imagination can fill that in. What about, should we get him playing the freaking flute? How are we gonna get this? The problem when you're a flute player and you've made a flute out of a goddamn bow staff, that's a long flute, kids. I want to do like a double. You want to do like a fluty, but you can't. You can't do that. I guess you can also play like to the side a little bit. So he's doing a little like side flute in action. Honestly, a vertical hinge on the wrist is what we're looking for here. Welcome to a review where I just struggle with musical instruments. Okay, so look, I wedged that in there. So that's kind of more like he's smoking like a big old pipe. I guess. So you can wedge the flute in the mouth, but it looks like he's got like the world's biggest stogie. I don't know how you would fix that, because like you would have to make the articulation to revolve around the flute. But if you're just going like it's a standard badass bow staff, that's pretty sick. You know, like the I did not realize that was a thing. Like that's freaking cool, okay? Like that, I love that. That's super fun. Like, yo, Springfield, Who's the best turtle act in town? Who's the coolest turtle crowd in the world? You are. Like, yeah, yeah. And he's like, that's right, motherfuckers. This is Turtles Live. Let's get ready to fucking rock. And Leo just leaps into the air with the greatest guitar solo of all time. And then Donnie's like, yo, Mondo Gecko, get your ass on stage. Now, Leo's still in the air. They're just fucking going nuts, killing it. This is a sweet figure. I really love it. The joint looseness on the hip is a little concerning. I still don't know what this is. I guess is this he's like holding a chain? He's gonna like beat people out. I don't know. I don't know about the legs. I don't know why I'm still so stuck on the legs. It's like every time you get a Super 7 figure, you want them to have rock solid legs. You want them to do good, but it's like, I don't know. Make the fucking legs tighter. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyways, thanks for joining me. This has been super fun. I gotta switch to my favorite Donnie head. I mean, there's the classic one, really, but the Donnie Mohawk head, that's kind of an issue too. The bow staff is too fucking thick. It like stretches it out. But yeah. Anyways, I've rambled on too long. They're playing me off stage. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves.